Welcome back to Dream Championship Wrestling. I appreciate you tuning in. Episode number 6. We're going to get started here. I'm going to take a look at a couple things that I have not done up to this point. First thing here on events, cross promotion. I don't know if there's a point in the time where you can cross promote with another organization. Is this way too early? And if you look at the details box on the bottom, there's something called relationship. And everybody's normal except TFC. I'm friendly. And then normal, and then everybody else is indifferent, it looks like. Yeah, so this TFC promotion, which I actually did also try to go through and get the names of all the promotions. TFC was basically hidden. I couldn't find anything online. It is a Japanese promotion, so I'm going to call it Tokyo Fighting Championship. So Tokyo Fighting Championship, is this where Goda is from? Tell you what, let's cancel and let's go back. Let's look at Tokyo Fighting and see. Okay, so it is Goda. Ironically, he's out on loan this month. So I think maybe we will pass for now. If we take a look at our wrestlers and you look at the bottom of the promotion column, if you will, there's trust at the very bottom. So like Charles Young here, you see he trusts us. That's an S, which super. Super trust with him. He loves us. Brian Cage is an S. Rob Van Dam the same. Brock Lesnar's a C. Rhino, Bo, Eric Rowan's an A. Braun Strowman's an A. So everybody trusts me. They enjoy working at Dream Championship Wrestling. Ironically, Brock Lesnar, we pay him a big contract to come over. He gets a good co-main event win in his first appearance, and he's a C. So how interesting is that? Okay, we do want to take a look at the training center. Is there something else we would want to add on this month just to help the guys out? Like the medicine ball. That will increase endurance and explosive movements. I mean, that could improve the product. So let's go ahead and get that. It's cheap enough. And like the ring doctor, I was thinking about this. This would probably help us keep tabs. So when I look at a wrestler and it says they're in poor condition, but their body chart shows all green, I'm thinking that's where the ring doctor can come in. He'll give you a more accurate depiction of the health of the wrestler. And if somebody would get hurt, which knock on wood, we've been lucky so far, he will help them recover quicker. But $30K, and we already have $26,000 in expenses. I really don't want to hit that up this month. We'll add the grappling dummy. That's going to put us over $31,000 in expenses. Moving over to merchandise, the last event kind of cleaned us out, which is a good thing. So we're going to do the same here. We'll buy 1,000 towels. And it does make you wonder, I mean, should I buy more? But I'm not going to do that at this point. So we've got a nice bit of merchandise for the fans. Moving over to the free agents, I am going to need a wrestler or two for the next event. I have a card structure in mind, and actually something special in mind. So taking a quick look for some strong style and some popularity. I mean, the Hollywood hunk that one of our scouts came back and found, we could go with him. He's not too expensive. We could go with Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks. Okay, so we got Matt Jackson. That's going to be a nice addition. Okay, well, we have invited a surprise wrestler. I'm going to keep you on the edge of your seat. Besides one half of the Young Bucks, we do have someone else also joining this event. I'm going to put the card together, and we will check back here when it's set and ready to go. Okay, we are set. This was a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. First off, when we were looking at TFC earlier, I noticed that Goda was on loan. Apparently, Goda was on loan to us. I don't even remember doing that, but I'm assuming it's something I had to do. I don't think they just hand him off. So, Goda's on the card. The mystery wrestler that we signed, besides Matt Jackson, was Claudio Castagnoli. In the end, I was trying to work things out, and we were trying to give Rob Van Dam the match or the card off. He has competed in every card since the inception of Dream. So we gave Rob off. The way to match things up, the best way was to put Goda and Castagnoli together. Assuming Castagnoli wins this bout as well, he's going to be 3-0 in Dream Championship Wrestling, and we're going to have to sign this guy. Brian Cage is in the next matchup. We put him in with Matt Jackson. Co-main event is Rhino taking on Brock Lesnar. And then the main event, we are going to crown the first heavyweight tag team champions of Dream Championship Wrestling, the Rotunda Brothers, against a tag team known as Big Trouble, Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. So fingers crossed for a successful event. Here we go. Well, what a card that was. It turns out the highest rated card that we've ever had. We opened it up with Ryuji Goda and Claudio Castagnoli, our two favorite invites to Dream Championship Wrestling. Claudio took the win, got a 100% match evaluation. Next up, Brian Cage, man alive, the only other person besides Goda and Castagnoli we've ever invited into Dream. Matt Jackson, and Brian made a statement that he wants his title back as he puts Matt Jackson in the hospital. Co-main event, Rhino and Brock Lesnar. Rhino looked pretty impressive again, as Bray Wyatt did in Brock's debut. Brock was a little sluggish, but in the end was able to get the win. And then the main event went nearly an hour. I mean, this was a slugfest. The Rotunda brothers against Big Trouble. In the end, 100% match evaluation. The crowd on the edge of their seats. Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, the first and new Dream Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions of the world. And our event results, a flawless show, a great success. As I mentioned, the highest card rating we've ever had. Did not sell it out, but that was due to, I think, not having Rob Van Dam on the card, not having the heavyweight title up for grabs. Some news and notes of the wrestling world. Looks like Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley are the WWE Tag Team Champions. Okay, another fantastic success financially as well. Income of over $200,000, expenses $77,000. We generated profit of $127,000. Our assets are creeping up here. I didn't think it was even fathomable that we could reach $1 million in the first year. But the way we're going, I mean, we could hit $1 million in 3 or 4 months. And then you talk about some flexibility, being able to sign talent and do some other things. Ladies and gentlemen, Dream Championship Wrestling is on the map. Let me throw this in too as a teaser for episode number 7, which technically should be episode number 8, because we did have 2 episode 3s. We messed up earlier on with getting the shows distributed out to the fans. So we have a 3A and a 3B. But regardless, on the next episode, it's already inked. Rob Van Dam, Brock Lesnar, heavyweight title on the line. And Brian Cage, he's going to be in the co-main event. We might try to sign Claudio. It might be Brian Cage and Claudio in the co-main event. It's going to be big. Tune in. As always, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, like the video, give us a comment, show YouTube that we're worth it. We'd appreciate it. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.